Previously, on the apartment scrapper.
And then I was going to microscrap this stuff out, but you guys have seen all that before. Well, good morning, guys. So I'm going to now, I was going to scrap these out because I thought that because it doesn't autofocus. Right here, this ballast right there. No PCBs. Well, I opened one up. This is what I found. All this wonderful gunk on the inside. So I'm not fooling with those. They're going to go right into scrap steel. A container right there. So, take that out of the picture. Put it with this one. Scrap steel. What I am going to do is I'm going to scrap out this. It's got some aluminum heat sinks on it. Bunch of little copper pieces. And some wire. And then I'm also going to open this up for you. It's, I believe it's a modem of some type. Yep. And I'm going to open this up and get the board out of there. So, let's get started. Alright guys, I apologize for the lighting and the crappy video angle. I have a special tripod. But, alright, so I'm going to start with this. Take it apart. Get the board out of it. I'll do a little talking along the way. Initially, I had not considered getting into boards, circuit boards as a means of income in any way. But since I find them and they're available, why not? They can be treated as much like scrap as steel or copper, anything else. Alright. Have a look inside. There we go. Okay, I throw this out, the housing. And then this is the board. I don't really know that much about them. Yeah, there's little copper coils on here. But until I know for sure that I can take those off of here and still get the same price for the board, I'm not going to mess with it. Alright? So there's the board. I'm going to set that off to the side. And next we're going to scrap some plugs. I got a crappy pair of channel locks, so, I mean, they work okay and everything, but this is the way I do it. I just grab a hold of them with a pair of wire pliers, open up as wide as they can go, grab a hold of this and just twist it off. I don't mess around with trying to pull the whole thing out. Even though I know you can. I don't do that. Okay. Just like this. Give it a twist. And it's off. Give it a twist. And it's off. Yeah, I can hear it now. Well, you're losing money, apartment scrapper. You should take that whole thing. Well, I have a bit of OCD, so I don't like farting around with it like that, and that takes far too long. Because when you're microscrapping like this, You want to take as little time as possible to get the job done. I'm going to do all the white brass ones first. You do it as quick as possible. Otherwise, in some cases, you're wasting your time. So, man, I got to tell you guys, that last video I did on the copper, that thing has went, in my estimation, to the moon. I mean, I remember I think it was the morning after I uploaded it. Excuse me. I got onto my YouTube channel and I saw that it had 5 views. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed, you know. That was one of my better videos. At any rate, by that night, I had 81 views. For me, that's like to the moon, because prior to that, my best one was 51 views, I think, so far. And I'm telling you, well, anyhow, let's forget about that. Now, it's up over 100 views. So I want to tell everybody that's watching how much I appreciate that. That is so cool. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so these, now that that's out, I'll throw these in scrap steel. So I'm going to put these in there, add them to my collection. So I showed this before, the white brass plugs, and I showed the red container with my yellow brass in it, blah, 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 blah. Well, what I meant to say was, when this is full of these, in here, when this is full of these, right here, I'll dump it into that red container. Fill this up again, dump it in, until that red container is full. Because I want to see how much that 1.5 by 1.5 by 4 to 5 inch deep container, how many of these it will hold, how much weight, and how much money I would get for it. It's just a thought, all right? That's what I meant by that. This power board. I got a lot to take off of here, so let's get to it. And I am going to take every bit of copper off of this thing. The wire will just go as insulated into my insulated container, because I don't strip stuff this small. I don't know, I might strip this stuff. This bigger stuff, let me look at it. Yeah, that might be worth stripping. I'm gonna get they put these I don't know what the hell they're called. Can't remember. But I get the ferrite bead, or the ferrite holder off of there. This little piece into the scrap steel. Get that off of there. And cut the ends off. I'm going to hold on to these ends to see if there's anything inside of them. Getting rid of some of the stuff. Alright. So I'm going to start with these 2 copper pieces here. I'll get those off. Okay. There's one. Got some of the electronic paste on it. Where you lock it in and it doesn't hold. There we go. That'll go in. Wait a minute. Nope, this is going to be one. So I'm going to pull this tape off, but if you look in there, you can see that copper wire sticking out here on the back, right there. I'm going to pull that wire off of that. All right. There we go. A copper spool. All right. You know, this kind of scrapping, when I was a child, young man, my stepfather and his friend scrapped. But it's not like it is now. They owned a chunk of land where people could go and take all their trash. And my stepfather and his friend would go there on the weekends. There we go. Would go there on the weekends and scrap. Okay, there we go. It's not much, but let me make sure it's aluminum. Guess what? Wait a minute. There's some pieces on here that I know are steel. Let me get those off of there, then I'll mag it again. And then they would go there on the weekends, and they would scrap, and I would go along with. I was, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old. Okay, the little metal pieces are off there. Little steel pieces. Get off their screw. There we go. It is indeed aluminum. Sweet. Okay, piece of aluminum. Set that off on the side. Copper stays there. We'll pull this next transformer off right here. Same deal, these pliers. So I'm not mucking with the other ones. Alright? Yep. Take it from the other direction. Yeah. Ah, crepes. Alright, I gotta try it with these. Probably have this thing torn up before I ever get it off of there. Alright. Oh, there. Okay, I see why. Alright. Can't muscle everything off, dude. Alright, so there's some wires here that are holding it on. I'll clip those off. Get this stuff out of the way first. There we go. That'll make it easier to get to them. Get that off there. Yep, I destroy the crap out of these boards to get what I want. No time like the present. Okay, one side done. And there's the problem. Let's see if I can get the other side off without clipping those. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I don't know if you can see up in there. And 4 white wires, I gotta clip those. And on the camera they look bigger than they really are. Let's see if I can get to them. Get that out of the way. Some, there we go. Yep. Scrap here, don't take yellow tape. Well, it's turning out to be, at least for this one, more of an ordeal than I thought it would. Okay, there. I'm sorry, guys. My phone has a mind of its own. Anyhow, I got that joker out of there. So that's going to go in my transformer bucket. However, this one, let's see if I can get this tape off here pretty easy. So, yep. Right here. Let's see if I can use use these for like a base. Well, come on. You're right there. Alright. There we go, fair right out. Okay, so some sticky gunk on here. We don't want on there. Always got to be something getting in the way. Alright, so that's off. Now, I know you've seen this before, but you just stick it on here, get a hold of the wires. I got both from each side. See? And then you just, I hold it this way to keep the wires, or keep this plastic casing on the screwdriver. If you turn it to the side, it has a tendency to fly off. Okay? Look at that. Copper cleaned. Okay? Wind it up. Hard to believe that this little thing right here holds this much copper. I mean, here it is inside my hand. And I don't have small hands. I mean, I got pretty good sized hands. Alright? So we got that whack of copper. Now we're going to go after this piece of aluminum here. Now this may seem like a lot of work for a little gain, but you know what? If I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing? Probably watching movies on my computer. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in 7 years. There isn't really anything worth a damn on TV. So, alright, that's that one. Finally, good Lord, that little joker was in there. Alright, I can't figure out why that one was so much harder than the others. Get off my... Alright, so we can take that off of there now. And do that by hand. These little ugly pieces of whatever that is. I take those off and they go into the trash. Tear these little pieces of steel off. If those are on there, the scrapyard will give you a lesser price. I think that's pretty universal where we go. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but alright, another piece of aluminum. So, I'm going to check all of this for copper. I know there's more little windings on here and stuff, so... I have to have these out of the way regardless. Well, I see something in there. Boy, is my wife going to be upset. She just vacuumed before I started this. There's something in there, so I just have to be really careful. Very careful. Indeed. Crap! These pliers are crap. Gonna do it again? Of course. Alright. With you. You'll crack it open. I know you will. Alright. I go easy on this stuff because I don't want shit flinging around. Excuse the French. Plus, this one finger. You can see that scar right there. Well, if you look over here, there's another scar that I got the week prior. Almost in the same spot. I don't want that to... Ooh. Yep, there's a cut. You know what? I've heard about this. I've heard about this from a couple of different channels. So, yeah, this is easy copper get. So if you look inside of there, here, let me get it where you can see it. See that copper in there? That comes right off. But I'm going to set it off to the side to microprocess in a bit. Alright. I may as well take these MOSFETs, I think that's what they're called. I may as well take them. I got a new container. Actually, it's just another empty butter dish, but yeah, there we go. If nothing else, it gives me an opportunity to see how to tear this coated copper off of this plastic. So, yeah, I'm going to set those off to the side. It's out of the way. So, this is my sort of neat trick. Get to see me in the light. Yay! Alright, here we go. Watch this. See if I can get this. Everything that's metal gets picked up. Alright? Looky there. Okay? The rest of this stuff, I'll just scoop into my hand and it goes in the junk. Alright? So, I'm going to cut off now and give you a little talk at the end. Alright? Be back in a bit, guys. Alright guys, after all that scrap out, here's what we have from that circuit board. Got some wiring. I'm not going to pretend to know how much it's going to pay. I'll just go through what I got off there. Some wire. The transformer there. Okay. Nice little bunch of copper. This box right here is the same as this one. Alright, we got the two pieces of aluminum. They're roughly 2 inches by 1.5 inches each. And then I think those are called MOSFETs. I think. Okay? So, okay. Now, well, I wanted to show you this too. So, I showed you my drawer with my computer goodies in it, RAM sticks, CPUs. This bottom drawer in there is where I keep all my copper stuff to be processed. So, all that goes in there. Alright, and I'm going to throw these in there as well. Alright. The aluminum will go up in the in my storage container up in the closet. Wire will go out to the van. Storage container in the closet. And this scrapper gold. Oop. Pardon my feet. Oh man, look at that brass. This is getting added to this. Scrapper gold. Scrapper gold. Look at all that scrapper gold. It's hard to see here. Let me. I'm telling you, there's like, I don't know. There's tons in there. There's a whole lot of copper in there. Okay? Number 2. When this thing gets full, when it's full, it holds 25 pounds. So, each bucket holds $50 worth of copper, roughly. $50.50. Once the price changed. Alright, so that's the copper bucket. Man, that joker's nice and heavy. Alright. I will be doing a video on this brass stuff here. So, we'll get to that, alright? I don't want to belabor this too much longer, because watching somebody microscrap probably isn't the most fun thing in the world to do. But I hope you had a good time watching. And I promise in the future, you know what? Let me reset the camera and then we'll talk. All right? In the future, I'm going to be more diligent about what I say, when I say it, and what I do in the videos as it pertains to what I've said. I ramble on quite a bit. Sometimes I fall off, lose my train of thought. But I'm going to work on that. And I want to tell you, I'm so happy with all the views, with all the subscribers. It really is cool. I really appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. And if you like what you see, let me know. If there's stuff you want to see that I'm not doing, let me know. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. I truly do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day.